Christmas on Cape Cod. Come share the festivity of a Christmas by the sea, where the children all will flock to greet Santa on the dock when he arrives by boat. And the harbors glow at night when boats decked in Christmas lights form a big parade that floats. Christmas on Cape Cod, snowflakes on the salty air, and the white caps wreath the bay. See a rare and wondrous sight on a silvery moonlit night when snow lies on the dunes. Hear the reindeers prancing hooves.
Henry, I hear you. No, they can't have Christmas Day off. I need the top of those mountains blown off and the drag lines up and running by New Year's Eve. Not a day later, or my investors will... All right, already. If they get it done, they can have New Year's Day off.
You can't hide from me, Dad.
Well, if it isn't the high and mighty regional director of the Environmental Protection Agency, in my own personal embarrassment, come to harass me. What is it? You only come to see me when you want something.
Dad!
I don't want to hear it. Big bad coal baron sits at home luxuriating on pristine Cape Cod while defiling Appalachia by blowing up mountaintops. Shame, shame.
I love you too, Dad. Are you coming to Christmas dinner tomorrow night or not? Please come.
Why bother? We'll just spend the day arguing. How about this? We hold our monthly sparring match now. Spoil Christmas Eve, spare Christmas Day.
Yes, spare the day. But why don't you listen to me with an open mind? Scientists are coming out with new evidence daily. Burning fossil fuel, especially coal, is driving up greenhouse gases and temperatures worldwide. It's not just Appalachia you'll be destroying. Climate change is destroying your precious Cape Cod as well. There'll be no place left you can hide, Dad.
Oh, please.
Nobody knows the day, Dad, nobody knows the year. But the cold hard facts of global warming are becoming crystal clear.
Fake news.
If we're gonna roll the dice, melt away all the polar ice, there's gonna be a price to pay. I know it's hard to hear, but Dad, if you don't do what you oughta, we're gonna face the ocean's waters, a rising tide that never ebbs away. Dad, if you don't do what you oughta, we're gonna have to face the water and watch our coastal cities wash away.
What can I do?
When Provincetown is washed away and Barnstable becomes the bay, are you gonna rue the day you didn't do your part? When Woods Hole sinks with a roar to the great Atlantic Ocean floor, will you still think Al Gore was just a bore?
Total bore.
Here's what the future has in store. Old Hong Kong will be long gone, San Francisco just a song. Singapore will be no more, say bye-bye to Shanghai. Amsterdam is gonna burst, and you ain't even heard the worst. The Netherlands will be the Nether Sea. Dad, if you don't do what you oughta, we're gonna have to face the water, a rising tide that never ebbs away. Dad, if you don't do what you oughta, we're gonna have to face the water and watch the shores of Cape Cod wash away. Say goodbye to biodiversity when the Amazon basin is the Amazon Sea. Say goodbye to the seaports we love most. When the great Atlantic Ocean eats the Massachusetts coast, say goodbye to the beaches that we all love the most.
Turn to facts. Never should have sent you to Harvard. Filled your head with all that biodiversity, all that environmental nonsense. What would your granddaddy say?
Granddaddy? What am I gonna tell my children's sons and daughters, when they're drowning in the waters of the chaos that you made? What are you gonna do today to stop the ice from melting? Are you gonna take a stand, or are you gonna walk away? What do you think your grandchildren will say?
Grandchildren? You haven't given me any. You're too busy.
I'm talking about your theoretical grandchildren.
You don't have to shout. I'm not deaf.
Well, you could have fooled me. When Galveston is just a reef, will they still cling to their belief that you did everything you could have done? When they're watching Houston sinking, they'll say, my God, what was he thinking? Mining coal instead of harnessing the power of wind and sun. Dad, if you don't do what you oughta...
My darling drama queen. If I stop mining coal, my competitors won't.
We'll beat the competition.
What? Ow.
You'll build a lean, green, money-making machine. Build a solar farm, that's a perfect start. You can tell the world that you're doing your part. Then build a solar grid, it will all work out. The Go Green group is gonna scream and shout. Tell your shareholder you're all in. Green energy is a surefire win. Tune your iPhone up with solar apps. You can let a CAPE COD on the Go Green Maps. Do you see what I mean?
Yeah, Hannah, my nightmare's your dream.
Right, even so. Come join me at Mom's house for Christmas dinner.
Mom, another reason not to come. Look, Hannah, I'd like to come, but we're dynamiting a new site tomorrow.
On Christmas Day?
I'm not giving the crew Christmas off. Increase my costs, slow down production. They'll get their week off when the job is done. And I'm staying in the office to show the flag.
I don't think your crew in West Virginia can see all the way to Cape Cod. I'll never understand you, Dad.
Of course you don't. You only come see me when you want something. Go green. Bah, humbug. Put myself out of business. What do you think I worked so hard for all these years? Give you the things I never had. Fancy education, beautiful beach house. I should be retired by now, living comfortably. But no, I want to leave Eventide to my only daughter. If I retire now, the board will appoint someone else's kid CEO. Someone else without a resume that includes regional director of the EPA, if you please. Who's the crazy one here? Me? Or my bureaucrat daughter? Will she ever see the world the way I see it?
It's Christmas Eve again and I am all alone. I sit here in the darkness of this room and stare beyond the candle in my window pane, past the warm and rosy mockery of my gloom. And I don't know why I'm rooted in this loneliness. This season always makes me ill at ease, and the snow keeps falling down in innocence into the dark and twisted reaches of the trees. When I was just a little boy at Christmas time, I heard that God was just a tot like me, and I'd delight to place his tiny statue down in the manger beneath our Christmas tree. But as I grew up, I didn't hear much more of him. I hardly ever got down on my knees, and the snows kept falling down in innocence into the dark and twisted reaches of the trees. When I was 25 years, Beth came to me with a love I sensed was deep as it was rare. But she hounded me, spend more time with your family. When she left me, I pretended not to care. And since that day, I've worn my freedom like a cloak, my self-sufficient smile just like a mask, all to hide a hollow place inside me still, where love's a question waiting to be asked.
Scrooge, Scrooge. Self-pity ill becomes you. You're a titan of industry, a man in control.
Who the hell are you? I'm calling the police.
You'll look foolish when they get here. Only you can see me, Scrooge. I'm the ghost of Al Gore.
Al Gore? Prophet of doom? My daughter's hero? You're a dead man. Have I lost it? No, I'm dreaming. This, I'm sure, is courtesy of my daughter. Go ahead. Do your thing.
Let me take you back in time. The year is 2026.
Mom, when is Daddy coming home?
He's working late. Again. Why don't you come and help me with the cookies and milk for Santa?
Santa's little helper. I'm gonna be Santa's little helper. Mom, wait and see when he comes down the chimney. I'll be standing there with cookies to share.
Oh no, don't you dare. You've got to be in your bed. Sweet dreams floating around and round your sweet head. My little one, Santa's little helper. It's time now for bed.
Not yet, Mom. I'm Santa's little helper, just like an elf stacking all the presents. All by myself, stacking all the presents underneath the tree. For Daddy to see, he'll be proud of me. I'm Santa's little helper. Tonight I'll be Santa's little helper. Just wait and see Santa's little helper with cookies to share. Please, Mom, can I stay up till Daddy comes home?
Yeah. Hug me.
Funny, I don't remember that.
You didn't make it home that Christmas. You were troubleshooting a mountaintop removal site in West Virginia. You told Beth it couldn't wait. You didn't come home until New Year's Eve. Remember this?
Honey, I'm home.
I'm leaving you, Ebenezer. I want a divorce. I'm taking Hannah with me. You don't have time for us. You don't deserve us.
Sweetheart, don't be ridiculous. I love you and Hannah. But work comes first. It has to. How else would I support you? Come on, you're overreacting. Here, have a glass of wine.
No.
Let's celebrate New Year's Eve.
What's to celebrate?
A fresh start to 2027. We'll figure out these hurt feelings of yours another time. Come on. Let's go to Aruba. In the spring.
Another time, another place. Don't make excuses, just let me face. This is goodbye, don't try to deny. Don't say that we'll try another time. Another year, another day. What makes you think I can live this way? Your smile's a disguise, there's no love in your eyes. I can't bear your lies another time.
I never lied to you. There is no other woman. I'm always at work.
I gave my youth to you, my hopes, my dreams. You gave me moonbeams, promises, and schemes. I'd give and you'd take, how my helpless heart ached. I won't make that mistake another time.
Settle down.
You never saw the tears that I cried. You never knew the cost to my pride. You'll never see the pain that I hide when I walk away.
Settle down. We'll go to Aruba for a week instead of just our usual weekend.
Another time, another place. Don't make excuses, just let me face. This is goodbye, don't try to deny. I couldn't survive this goodbye another time.
She never understood me. Everything I did for her. I did for Beth, for Hannah.
Do you honestly understand yourself? Doubt it. Let me show you a reflection, as it were, of yourself. Your daughter, here, now. She's a chip off the old block. Got her work ethic from you, Scrooge. Took what little you gave her of yourself. That's why she hasn't given you any grandchildren yet. Too busy running all over the EPA's Northeast region, working to make a difference.
Ladies and gentlemen of the American Coal Association, I'm honored to be speaking with you today. Many of you have known me since I was a teenager coming here with my dad to these conventions. I was learning the business, then planning to follow in his footsteps at Eventide Coal. But now I'm the regional director of the EPA, and sadly, most of you are climate change deniers. You may now view me as an adversary, but I assure you I come as a friend to offer tough love and a vision for the future. Please, hear me out. Predictions grow more dire. Where will you hide with your ill-gotten gains? You may be the kings of coal and oil. Does that give you the right to spoil the air we breathe and the water that we drink? Would you earn the fine distinction of driving mankind to extinction? Or will you only drive us to the brink? Faceless, nameless, children blameless, they will haunt your dreams. Faceless, nameless, children
shrug it off or hang your head in shame. When fertile farmland turns to dust and urban landscapes rot and rust, they will brand the dawn of chaos with your name.
You got it all wrong, lady. There is no climate emergency. There's nothing wrong with burning coal. We're not causing your greenhouse gases and eco-migration. What a crock.
Denying your responsibility for climate change is not an option. Open your eyes! I'm telling you, you can abandon coal. You can become clean energy suppliers, and you can make greater profits than you're making now. And you'll be protecting the future for your sons and daughters and grandchildren.
If you want our planet Earth to last, you've got to change your ways and change them fast. Gotta stop pumping out greenhouse gas. Burning fossil fuels should be a thing of the past. I've got a plan for energy that's clean. You've gotta go green.
What do you mean?
You'll make history in the business annals when you run our nation's power grids on solar panels. Consumers will welcome you with open arms when you sell them discount power from your windmill farms. The profits you make will be obscene. Guys, the color of money, it's green. You've gotta go green. You've gotta go green.
No, no, no. We're not gonna go. No, no, no. We're not gonna go green.
Guys, you've gotta do what's right. Guys, it's really black and white. The color of money, it's green. You've gotta go green. Gotta go green.
You mean the future of coal is in the latrine?
That's one way to put it. But you can lead the charge to green energy. America can lead the way. America can lead the way to clean energy.
No, no, no. We ain't gonna go. No, no, no. We ain't gonna go green. You're Ebenezer Scrooge's daughter. This is a trick to get us to cut back on production so he can steal our share of the market in coal. Right, guys? What do you say? No, no, no. We ain't gonna go. No, no, no. We ain't gonna go green.
You gotta go green.
We ain't gonna go. No, no, no. We ain't gonna go green. No, no, no. We ain't gonna go. No, no, no. We ain't gonna go green.
They can't talk to my daughter like that. Who do they think they are? They can't.
Scrooge, the year is 2070. It's Christmas Eve. Turn on the weather report, and you might want to sit down for this one.
The National Weather Service has just issued an extreme weather advisory for Cape Cod and the islands and the entire Massachusetts South Coast. Governor Clancy has issued a mandate to all residents to evacuate immediately as Hurricane Jamie moves up the eastern seaboard. We take you now to see the high surf impacts at West Dennis Beach, Monument Beach, Falmouth Heights Beach. Jamie is the third massive winter storm so far this season, and although the eye of Jamie is still 200 miles off Cape Hatteras, its outer bands have already reached Nantucket, and its impact is being felt on Cape Cod as storm surges flood low-lying areas. Route 28 and 6A are already impassable in many towns, and residents are being urged to proceed without delay to the Mid-Cape Highway to evacuate. Not surprisingly, traffic on Route 6 is moving at a snail's pace. The Sagamore and Bourne bridges are already clogged as Cape Codders, taking a few belongings and perhaps some unopened Christmas gifts, are abandoning their homes to seek shelter in central Massachusetts. And now we take you to Chatham. Oh no, homes are sliding into the sea on Chatham's Watch Hill.
No, our house, Beth's house. Tell me my wife and daughter aren't in that house. It's Christmas Eve. Of course they are. Is this the future that must be? Is there nothing I can do to prevent this? Please, please.
Listen to your daughter. Transform your business. Convince your competitors to transform theirs. Become the titans of green energy. And it wouldn't hurt to give a little more time to your family. Give your workers Christmas Day off, maybe even the whole month off, while you draw up plans to convert your mining sites into wind turbine farms. That would be a really good start.
I'm beginning to understand the science of this and the logic. And I'm seeing the beginnings of an advertising campaign for next year. By Christmas next year, Ebb and Tide will be the giant of the green energy industry. I'll put wind turbine farms on the mountaintops where I have federal leases, and I'll acquire more leases. And I'll be seen as a business visionary. Hell of a nightmare. And Hannah must be some kind of sorceress to lay one like that on me. Al Gore. It seems so real. Especially 2065. Oh my God, that's it. That's how I get Hannah to join me at Eventide. I make her vice president of our new green energy division. And then when I retire, she can be named CEO of Eventide Wind. That's it. Hello, Henry. Merry Christmas. No, this is Scrooge. Henry, you and the boys take the day off. As a matter of fact, take the next 2 weeks off with pay. We're going green. No, no one's going to lose their job. No, I haven't lost my mind. I've gained and... Never mind. And Henry, we're going to make plenty of green money.
Merry Christmas, Mom.
Thank you, honey.
Beth, Hannah, I have some great news. And I want to share it with the two people that mean the most to me in the world. I know you're looking at me like, who is this guy and what did he do with our Ebenezer? No, I didn't have eggnog for breakfast. I had a vision, a nightmare actually, but it evolved into a wonderful vision for the future, and I have you to thank for it.
Oh, slow down, Dad. What are you talking about?
Last night, your idol Al Gore came to me in a dream. He was very convincing. He took me on a journey to the past and to the future, and I want to influence that future. So I'm transforming Ebb and Tide Coal into Ebb and Tide Wind Corporation, if and only if you'll come on board as my second in command. The person next to me, tell me you'll do this. Tell me you'll be my VP.
Wow, it's a Christmas miracle. Do you really mean it? Really? Well, I'll have to have some more details, but I'd consider joining you. I'll join you.
Oh my goodness. You look and sound more like the man I married over 3 decades ago. Would you like to join us? We should celebrate Christmas together, like a family, the way it was meant to be.
When I think of Christmas, I always think of you. Candlelight and mistletoe, and my dreams coming true. The gift of love you bring me always feels brand new. When I think of Christmas, I always think of you.
Shopping on the city streets, skating in the park, holding hands and caroling, then kissing in the dark. I loved you from that moment. I will my whole life through. When I think of Christmas, I always think of you.
Like the Christmas star beaming from afar, you both come shining through. When I think of Christmas, I always think of you.
Picking out our Christmas tree, stringing up the lights, sipping cider by the fire, up wrapping gifts all night.
I cherish every moment, I know that you do too. When I think of Christmas, I always think of you. Walking on frosty nights, among the Christmas lights, making angels in the snow. You bring heaven down to earth, and I just wanted you to know. When I think of Christmas, I always think of you.
Here, Dad. Open your gift.
There's a turkey in the oven.
Gifts? Turkey? We don't have time. We have a press conference to plan. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen of the press. Today, I am pleased to announce that Eventide Coal Corporation is entering a brand new era in the generation of power for all of America. The era of green technology. Starting here and now, we are transitioning our company from a coal mining giant into a green energy giant. Going forward, my vision and our reach will be worldwide. My daughter, Hannah Sweetwater, Regional Director of the United States Environmental Protection Agency, has opened my eyes recently to the incontrovertible scientific evidence that the burning of fossil fuels is fueling global warming, rising sea level, extreme heat waves, and all other manner of disasters. Wildfires have laid barren to our western forests. Flash floods have washed away cities and farms in the heartland. American agribusinesses are at risk, all due to the burning of fossil fuels. Myself and my board of directors have come reluctantly to the conclusion that we must turn away from the power-generating resources of the past and look to the future. We will build wind turbine farms across this great nation, starting on the mountaintops of my home state of West Virginia. I will now entertain questions.
And Scrooge kept the spirit of Christmas in his heart, and with the expertise and inspiration of his daughter Hannah, transformed the Ebon-Tide Coal Corporation into, his words, not mine, a jolly green giant. And when the year 2070 rolled around, Scrooge had retired and was enjoying vacations with Beth in Aruba. Hannah had become the CEO of the leading green energy company on the planet. As for the other members of the American Coal Association, well, they too had become producers of green energy because they discovered, well, it was in their best economic interest. And with all the reduction in greenhouse gases, the climate finally calmed down, and people on Cape Cod, as well as everywhere, could celebrate the Christmas spirit and season with gusto.
Christmas on Cape Cod, come and hear the carolers at the lighthouse by the bay. Hear the hymns the church choir sing, and the carillons that ring from all the steeple tops. To complete your holiday, the Cape Symphony will play a very merry pops. Christmas on Cape Cod, feel the spirit in your heart, and you'll be here every year. Christmas on Cape Cod, celebrating Christmas on Cape Cod, celebrating Christmas on